Hello children, today's story is Peppa Pig George's birthday. Today is George's birthday. It is very early in the morning. Grunt, grunt, says George, jumping up and down. Happy birthday, George, say Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig. George woke me up, says Peppa. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig have a present for George. When George opens it, he shouts, "Dinosaur! Grrr!" "Ho, ho! Squeeze its tummy," says Daddy Pig. George's new dinosaur roars. "Hee, hee, hee," laughs George. Peppa has made George a card. When George opens the card, he shouts, "Dinosaur!" "We are going somewhere very special for George's birthday treat," says Mummy Pig. "Yippee!" says Peppa, and off they all go. The family arrives at the museum. "George, what do you like best in the whole world?" asks Daddy Pig. "Dinosaurs," says George. George's birthday treat is a visit to the dinosaur room. "Grunt," says George, jumping up and down. "Beep, beep, roar," says a great big dinosaur. George is very surprised and starts to cry. "Don't be frightened, George. It's not a real dinosaur," explains Mummy Pig. George loves the robot dinosaur. Surprise! Peppa and George's friends are here. Mummy Rabbit has made a birthday cake for George. "It's a dinosaur cake," says Peppa. "Happy birthday, George," shouts everyone. "There is one last surprise," says Daddy Pig. Everybody follows Daddy Pig outside. "What's that?" asks Peppa, looking at George's surprise. Daddy Pig switches on a pump. "It just needs to be filled with air," he says. "It's a bouncy castle," Peppa cries. "No, it's a dinosaur, a bouncy dinosaur," shouts Peppa. "Hee, hee, hee, grunt, dinosaur," says George. Let's hear Peppa Pig, the rainbow. Today, Peppa and her family are going for a drive to the mountains. "Are we nearly there yet?" asks Peppa. "Hee hee, not yet, Peppa," says Mummy Pig. Peppa and George sigh. Car trips can sometimes be a bit boring. "Let's play a game," says Daddy Pig. "We each have to spot a car with our favorite color." "Yippee!" says Peppa and George. Candy Cat and her mummy are driving in their car. "Green is my favorite color." "I win," Daddy Pig says. Candy and Peppa wave at each other. "Look, Danny Dog is driving in Granddad Dog's orange truck." "It's orange, so I win," says Mummy Pig. "This is a silly game. There isn't a red car anywhere," says Peppa. "There is one red car on the road," says Daddy Pig. "What color is our car?" "It's red," says Peppa. "My favorite color. I win. Yay!" The car climbs up and up the mountain until it reaches the top. Everyone gets out of the car. "Look at the lovely sunny view," says Daddy Pig. But seconds later, it begins to pour with rain and everyone gets very wet. Daddy Pig spots Miss Rabbit's ice cream stall. "4 ice creams, please, Miss Rabbit," says Daddy Pig. What flavors would you like? Asks Miss Rabbit. Mint, orange, strawberry and blueberry please, says Daddy Pig. Everyone is very happy. They all have ice cream in their favorite color. They sit in the car eating their yummy ice cream and watching the rain fall. Yummy, Peppa says. Look, the sun has come out, says Mummy Pig. A rainbow! Hee hee, giggles Peppa. Peppa and George love rainbows. It has all our favorite colors in it, says Mummy Pig. What's at the end of the rainbow? Asks Peppa. Treasure, says Mummy Pig. Can we go and find it? Says Peppa. That sounds like fun. Let's go, says Daddy Pig. Whee! Where is our rainbow gone? Asks Peppa. It's moved to the next hill, says Mummy Pig. Oh, you cheeky rainbow, giggles Peppa. Quick, let's catch it, says Daddy Pig, starting the car again. They drive in the car to the next hill. It stopped raining, says Daddy Pig. And the rainbow has gone, says Peppa, as the family jump out of the car. Wah! Cries George. Don't worry, George. Maybe the rainbow has left some treasure behind, says Mummy Pig. Daddy Pig spots something. Have you found the rainbow's treasure, Daddy? Asks Peppa. Yes, I have, says Daddy Pig with a smile. It's a big muddy puddle. They all jump in the puddle together. This is the best rainbow treasure ever, says Peppa. Splish, splash. The end. Now let's hear Peppa Pig, Tiny Creatures. A cool fact about the garden snail at the end of the story. Peppa and George are helping Grandpa Pig pick vegetables. Grandpa hands Peppa a lettuce. Peppa can see something sitting on the lettuce. There is a horrible monster, she snorts. That's just a little snail, says Grandpa. Grrr, monster, says George. George likes the snail. Suddenly, the snail disappears. Where has he gone? Asks Peppa. He is hiding in his shell, explains Grandpa. Grandpa, George and I want to be snails, says Peppa. Well, says Grandpa, these baskets can be your shells. I'm going to eat up all Grandpa Pig's lettuce, laughs Peppa. Oi, keep off my lovely lettuce, you cheeky snails, calls Grandpa. And when Grandpa Pig shouts at me, giggles Peppa, I will hide inside my little house. Monster, says George. Here are Peppa and George's friends. Can we be snails too? They ask. Well, says Grandpa, you could be something else exciting from the garden. What's that buzzing sound? Asks Peppa. It's coming from that little house, says Susie. It's a bee house, explains Grandpa. It's called a hive. The bees collect nectar from the flower and then fly to the hive to make it into honey. I like honey, says Peppa. Let's pretend to be bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Ha ha ha. What busy bees, laughs Grandpa. Granny Pig has been baking bread. Would you busy bees like some toast? She asks. Yes, please, say Peppa and her friends, with lots of honey. I like being a bee because they eat lots of lovely honey, says Susie. I like being a snail, snorts Peppa, because they eat all Grandpa's vegetables. The end. Let's hear a cool fact about the garden snail. A garden snail will create mucus like slime as it travels, and using its single long foot, they can even climb up walls on this slime. The end. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, goodbye.